Okay, let's delve into the peripheral nervous system, PNS, focusing on its main components, cranial nerves, spinal nerves, and the autonomic nervous system, ANS. It's crucial to understand how these structures connect the CNS to the rest of the body and their specific functions. Alright, student, the peripheral nervous system, or the PNS. It's the connection between the brain and spinal cord and the rest of the body, and it's very important to know the components that make up this part of the nervous system. You need to know its organization and function, as well as how it allows for the nervous system to do its job. Let's get into the details. What is the peripheral nervous system, PNS? 1. Definition: the PNS encompasses all nervous tissue located outside of the central nervous system, CNS, which includes the brain and spinal cord. 2. Function: it serves as the communication network that connects the CNS to the rest of the body, transmitting sensory information to the CNS and motor commands from the CNS. 3. Organization: it's organized into various components including cranial nerves, spinal nerves, autonomic nervous system, ANS. 1. Cranial nerves. 1. Definition: 12 pairs of nerves that originate directly from the brain, rather than the spinal cord. 1. They're named and numbered, I-12, based on their location in the brain and their function. 2. Function: they serve both sensory and motor functions, including special senses, motor control of the face, head, and neck, and visceral control. 3. Types: they are classified as sensory nerves, I-2, 8, carry sensory information. Motor nerves, 3, IV, VI, 11, 12, control skeletal muscles. Mixed nerves, V, 7, X, X, carry both sensory and motor information. 4. Examples: olfactory nerve, I, sensory, smell. Optic nerve, 2, sensory, vision. Oculomotor nerve, 3, motor, eye movements. Trochlear nerve, IV, motor, eye movements. Trigeminal nerve, V, mixed, facial sensation and chewing. Abducens nerve, VI, motor, eye movements. Facial nerve, 7, mixed, facial expression and taste. Vestibulocochlear nerve, 8, sensory, hearing and balance. Glossopharyngeal nerve, IX, mixed, swallowing and taste. Vagus nerve, X, mixed, visceral control. Accessory nerve, 11, motor, neck and shoulder movement. Hypoglossal nerve, 12, motor, tongue movement. 2. Spinal nerves. 1. Definition: 31 pairs of nerves that originate from the spinal cord. 2. Organization: each spinal nerve emerges from the spinal cord through two routes. Dorsal, posterior, route, carries sensory information to the spinal cord. It contains a dorsal root ganglion with the cell bodies of sensory neurons. Ventral, anterior, root, carries motor information from the spinal cord. It contains the axons of motor neurons. 3. Function: they serve both sensory and motor functions for the trunk and limbs. 4. Regions: spinal nerves are classified according to the region of the spinal cord they emerge from. Cervical nerves, C1-C8. Innervate the neck, shoulders, arms, and hands. Thoracic nerves, T1-T12. Innervate the trunk and abdomen. Lumbar nerves, L1-L5. Innervate the hips and legs. Sacral nerves, S1-S5. Innervate the pelvic region and lower legs. Coccygeal nerve, CO1. Innervates the skin around the coccyx. 3. Autonomic nervous system, ANS. 1. Definition: the ANS is a part of the PNS that controls involuntary functions of the body. 2. Function: it regulates smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, and glands, maintaining homeostasis. 3. Two main divisions: sympathetic division, fight or flight, responses. Prepares the body for stressful or emergency situations, increasing heart rate, blood pressure, and respiration. Neurotransmitters, primarily uses norepinephrine, noradrenaline, as its neurotransmitter. Anatomy, has short preganglionic neurons and long postganglionic neurons. Origin, preganglionic neurons originate in the thoracolumbar region of the spinal cord. Parasympathetic division, rest and digest, responses, promotes relaxation, digestion, and other functions that conserve energy. Neurotransmitters, primarily uses acetylcholine, ARC, as its neurotransmitter. Anatomy, has long preganglionic neurons and short postganglionic neurons. Origin, preganglionic neurons originate in the brainstem and the sacral region of the spinal cord. 4. Enteric nervous system, ENS. Definition, a complex network of neurons within the gastrointestinal tract. Function, regulates motility, secretion, and blood flow within the gut independently of the CNS. Coordination, can be influenced by the sympathetic and parasympathetic divisions of the ANS. Alright, student, the peripheral nervous system, or the PNS. It's the essential communication link between the brain, spinal cord, and the rest of the body. You need to be familiar with its components, including the cranial and spinal nerves, as well as the autonomic nervous system and its divisions. These systems all work together to regulate and coordinate bodily functions. Key takeaways. 1. The PNS includes all nervous tissue outside of the CNS. 2. It consists of cranial nerves, 12 pairs, that emerge from the brain, and spinal nerves, 31 pairs, that emerge from the spinal cord. 3. The autonomic nervous system, ANS, is an involuntary system that controls smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, and glands. 4. The sympathetic division of the ANS activates fight or flight responses and uses norepinephrine. 5. The parasympathetic division of the ANS activates rest and digest responses and uses acetylcholine. 6. The enteric nervous system, ENS, controls the gastrointestinal system and its activity.